And we're live. Welcome everybody. Now, what a month we've had, and hopefully a good month to look forward to. We're back in Waterdeep after our spooky one shot. I've still kept the banner behind me, spooky, because surely tonight we'll still maintain an element of that. But alas, October is past us, and we move on to November. Tonight we're joined by our players again in the great city of Waterdeep after a siege by a malicious, evil entity. Do you want to give a bit of a recap, Jez, about who exactly this figure is and from your perspective, what's happened to them?
Oh, this epic bad guy, Zurgulg. He's come in to try and chase Ren down, find her and try and track her down, but equally she's been doing the same. He's brought with him a whole army of orcs which have tried to fill a power void left by the death of the mighty Xanathar, thanks to the King of Waterdeep.
Yep, your fault.
Crap rant right there.
But it didn't all go quite to plan, even though we managed to seemingly destroy Zurgulg. He basically up and left like a fart in the wind. And we have since discovered that this evil entity resides within Ren herself. At the same time, the party discovered a mysterious green gem and wand with a green stone, which Zim now has with him. We're trying to find out exactly what that does.
I'd say more has assimilated into Zim.
That's right.
If we got to be specific.
You're right. The green gem.
Hey, the wand is in my hand. The gem is in my hand.
Yeah. Like just the stone in your hand. It's apparently eating people's souls, which is great. So yeah, we're off to find out what's going on there and track down the missing dragon cache, as we've recently discovered. Also has turned up, has been found, but also hasn't been found at the same time. So find out what's happening to that. Did I miss anything?
Just a curiosity: is my face being cut off by your dropping?
Yes, it
Why do I
really
only
is.
see half the face?
Let's try and fix that, shall we? You just keep chatting amongst yourselves, and
I will, absolutely. No, brilliant.
It's getting the good half of your face, so it's fine.
Yeah, but we need me in all of my beautiful moustache glory, all right?
That's all we've cropped in. It's just the stash.
That's the dash.
So yes, we've definitely got ourselves in an interesting position here. Luckily for you all, throughout all the fighting, your pub, the Winchester Shield, has stayed steadfast. The one bit of familiarity in a sea of change, as you all spent your evening going through, unwinding a bit, resting after defeating Zurgulg, and on your way out, as you tried to identify what these new objects were of Zim's, you heard news of that missing dragon cache. And so that's where we pick off today. Before we get further into it, do we have any announcements that we'd like to make?
I don't believe we do. Oh, yeah, we do have an announcement, actually.
Yes.
I hope so.
Yeah. You know, we did a whole thing for like October.
Yeah, what did we do last month? God, that we were talking about.
Like a lot. We spoke about it a lot and stuff.
Oh, come on.
It's like every stream and like multiple times on the socials.
Yeah, there's a colour involved. There's a colour, I think.
Of course we had the Beyond Blue fundraiser that we absolutely crushed, thanks to all of our sponsors who contributed, our rages who contributed. I think the sum total we raised was about $1,700 in total, which is amazing. Right, so thanks everyone for getting involved.
Especially with an original target of 500. That's huge, you guys.
We crushed it.
Just crushed it.
It's very nice.
Just like Waterdeep was crushed by Zurgulg.
Absolutely. But in this case, it was a dramatic success and not a painstaking defeat for an entire city.
And that's what we're going to write on the donation, so people at Beyond Blue will have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah. I'm just throwing it out there. The construction workers in the city are going to see this as an absolute win.
We did create a lot of jobs.
A lot of jobs. I'm just saying, there's like a scaffolding company out there, and some dude is like, well, once we build the college, our kids are definitely going there.
Oh.
Easily.
Yeah. Exactly.
Concreters are going to have a great day.
I did lose half of my workforce, but the half that I do have now will be even more profitable.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure the Lords of Waterdeep, their main campaign is jobs and growth. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, another big thank you, and we hope that we can keep smashing goals together as we continue through the rest of the year. And we look forward to hopefully a fun festive season of candy canes, murder, and intrigue.
I'm more scared of the candy canes than that whole thing.
So yes, jumping right in, we pick off at the Winchester Shields as you all are ready to try and figure out what is meant by the fact that the Dragon Cache has gone missing.
I'll be drinking my ale, and I'm like, has anyone seen Bear? He was with us down at the temple, and then he's just disappeared.
No.
That's right. We did leave off with an interesting. So, do you want to give us a bit of a rundown where you're at, Bear?
Yeah. So I just, went round to see me mates at the Zentarum and get their help. As a self-proclaimed king of Waterdeep, to convince them to join the greatest force you've ever met. And unfortunately, they were useless as a fart in a hurricane. So I came back to rally the good old people of Waterdeep, and clearly they're voting for the other bloke because I had this huge rant and rave. It was the greatest speech ever. It was the best you're ever going to see. It was the best thing ever. I was going to make Waterdeep fantastic once more. But clearly it failed on me.
It's alright, if we just get them to stop counting the votes for you to be king.
Yeah, I've heard that you had the popular vote. It was just, the local lords didn't quite see that, and
it's the biggest.
I wanted to.
Mate, it's the biggest D&D fraud I've ever heard of.
Now, avoiding politics like the plague, we see Bear return to the flock at the Winchester after uniting the people under the central banner of the God Emperor of Waterdeep. Setting them for a future day.
Bear, where were you? You were out most of the night.
Yeah, mate, just trying to rally a bit of help, but it didn't work.
Help with what? Like, did you hear the news that the money's been found?
No, well, I was trying to get a way in to get hold of the money, but clearly my bits were useless because you boys must have found it, eh?
I wish.
I wouldn't exactly say we found it.
Jesus Christ, Tim, were you under the table the whole time?
I was just contemplating.
So if we didn't find it, who's the dish licker that's got hold of the money that we need?
My best bet would probably be breaking into half. If it's been found.
Look, I think
Hang on, you just said you had it. No, you don't have it.
No, I
But
never
some
said...
bloke's got it. Jesus Christ. Put your helmet back on.
It is on.
As you guys are discussing, you hear a knock at the door.
Dennis, can you get that for us, please?
You see nothing except that the door eventually mysteriously opens on its own, and looking out there, you see it is a sort of young child who is holding a letter.
I'll wander over and grab the letter. Thank you, child.
I'm so glad there's nobody here who would try and compel duel such a
I
child.
was just about to say, you're lucky that you didn't. The good old Clay's not here.
I've got
I've got a missive here for one Mr. It says here Red Helm.
Oh, that's me. Who sent you?
I was told that the less I ask, the better. They said that you would know, sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you, and I give him 5 silver.
Thank you, sir. And he sort of takes the money and bows out and goes back to the city.
Alright, I open up the letter.
The first thing you notice is that the crest on it belongs to your family.
Okay.
Can I just ask a quick question? Is your mum a dragon by any chance?
Hey, good gag.
Just checking.
Alright.
How you doing, BG? Shout out to.
The letter is that as you open it, smells faintly of oak, and cigar smoke, as which is a smell that you definitely relate to your father, as you read the few lines that are there. Again, not a man to play around with too many words. It says there simply, "Son, due to recent acquisitions, it's time for you to return to the family and take up your place as heir. Dad."
I look at it, I read it a couple of times. Zim, can you create fire?
I thought you'd never ask.
I curl up into a ball and I throw it into the air.
I just shoot it with a quick firebolt.
Make a roll to hit.
19 to hit.
You hit it.
I as if there was any doubt that I would hit that thing.
Beautiful. No, so you flame it up and it falls as a pile of ash to the floor as it wafts down.
Oh,
Dennis.
sweet, we're doing this again. I grab a cup, pull,
Oh shit!
and just throw it at Zim. Well, okay,
such
guess we're not.
Such
You
games, man.
you see a bottle being lifted from the shelf, smash against the counter as they hold it with the sharp end, and it's sort of held towards the group of you from the floating spectral form of Dennis as you begin to make a mess of the bar.
Sorry, Dennis. Fair. You've upset Dennis. Apologize.
Sorry, Dennis.
He sort of puts the glass down and he starts to pick up some pieces of the ground.
I'll tell you what, if shit goes down, we're getting Dennis jacked up by trashing this bar. It'll stab everybody.
Yeah. I don't.
Red, what was in the letter?
Yeah, Red.
It's nothing too concerning right now. We have other things to worry about.
I'm just saying, Red, normally when people ask me to burn things that they're delivered in private, it normally isn't nothing.
As opposed to just burning, houses and families.
It's part of the job. They didn't ask to be burnt.
No. A lot of us don't ask for a lot of things. Dennis, have we got any hard liquor?
There's a few glasses that come floating out as you see a cup come to you, Red, and a sort of shot glass go to everybody else as Dennis fills all the glasses up.
I take off my helmet and I have my shot and at another place.
Dennis paws.
It was from my father. He wants me to go back to Baldur's Gate.
And help him with a mission of some sort?
He wants me to come back and take over the family business.
I see. And your RSVP was clearly a hot one, as we've seen.
I'm just gonna. I think. No offense, Dennis, but I think I heard this term I'm gonna ghost him.
You see the jug that he's holding sort of bounce up and down as he has a ghostly laughing fit.
It's
Played.
not
Well
important
played.
right now. We have to figure out where this cash has gone, if it's actually been found. I don't. That's something for another time. I don't think I'm there yet. I take it. Another shot. I'm not there yet. I think we should. If he wants me so bad, he would come and see me.
All right then. I see. Well, should we leave that where it is and we'll try and see what we can do to accomplish our mission here and give him time to make his mind up about coming to get you or not.
Yeah. Well, we need to go see that family because last we heard they had one of the eyes.
How
I agree.
What time of day is it right now? DM?
It's probably close to midnight.
Okay.
Did we have a solid answer on what my gem and wand was in the last session?
No.
You definitely it's something that traps souls is as close as you were able to garner from both like research as well as your expert in the temple was able to give you that much.
Would I find out any more by casting Identify on it, or should I go and try and use it in something and see if I can work it out while I'm using it?
Hey, it's
What
your
was it?
call. This is your character. You're the pilot.
Red, you seem to be able to touch these children we're trying to save also with this cash. Like, is the clock finished on those? Is this hoard of coins now just for us, or are we still trying to save some random kids?
If we can get them, I think we've got maybe 48 hours, possibly, if I remember correctly. A lot happens very quickly. It felt like the last couple of hours had dragged on for weeks.
Let's go and see the parents. Let's see how close we can get to finding the cache before we work out what we're going to do with it, right?
I think it's a good idea.
Might be
I
a
mean-
good suggestion.
Should we wait till morning,
I'm
or just crack on now at midnight?
going to cast Identify on my wand, and then I'm going to suggest that we wait till morning so I can get arrested to get this spell slot back.
What are you doing? What are you doing there? With the wand, Tim?
I need to understand it better. It came from dubious places, and it seems to be doing dubious things. And look, I may not be too worried about bystanders, but I am cautious with playing with soul magic and the trapping and use of them. I have to understand it. I have to know what it is. It could be the turning point for us.
Can you do that with everything?
It's a recent part of my research to learn a spell that gives me information and understanding about objects when I concentrate on them for a while.
Oh, and are you able to now, and I pull out the red orb, are you able to have a look at this as well for me?
Yes, definitely. Bear with me though. It will take a minute or two for me to work out what this spell is.
You need bear with you for it.
Ooh, red and green, mate, my favourite colours.
Start and stop. It's as simple as that.
The mighty South Waterdeep. Red and green.
Red and green. Yeah. I was going to say you've got way too many teeth to be a South supporter, but I think you've got all of the teeth of the South supporters.
Yeah. I've collected them over my years.
Yeah. Standard for a punch on in the crowd, right?
I've got a Burgess tooth, I've got a Sattler tooth, I've got everything.
Okay, well, DM, I'm casting Identify firstly on this wand that I'm holding.
Awesome.
Trying to understand it a bit better.
Yeah, so you get that it's a one that's called Zurgulg's soul antenna.
What?
So when a target dies within 20 feet of the wand, it is absorbed into the accompanying gem.
Does he get any special, like, jacked up powers, or the more souls he eats?
That is something that I'm going to leave up to discovery. From your identify spell, that is sort of the function of this thing. That you're able to at least understand what it was called by its previous owner.
Okay. So within 20 feet.
Yes, that's what I heard.
All right. Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very good at picking up these details. Please give me the red orb so I can identify it also.
You'll give it back, won't you?
I mean, if you give it to me to identify, I'll definitely identify it.
And then you'll give it back, like pinky promise, right?
I'm a man of honor and wisdom and dedicated to the arcane arts. I am not a thief. I will obviously return it to you.
Of course.
Yeah, pinky promise.
Well, I'm not climbing up on a chair to pinky promise you. You want a pinky
No,
promise? You come down here and pinky promise.
I'll get down there, and
You
I'll
bow before
extend
me
my
and bring your
hands.
pinky.
I'll extend my hands, pinky out, and I give him the orb to identify.
I cast fireball. No, kidding. I cast identify.
What you have in front of you is the orb of mage protection. So if you're holding the orb, which you can use as an arcane focus, you will be protected by 1d4 points of evocation.
Repeat that. You're protected by 1d4 of arcane.
Of evocation magic. So any spell will spells.
Sorry, what was that? You cut out a bit there.
We've got the yell.
That's good.
Yell.
So it's 1d4 points of evocation magic. Anything from the school of evocation.
So anything that, so say like it's a protection from that. So that'll go away first, and then you hit points, or
Yeah, so you get basically a 1d4, like a minus 1d4 on like evocation spells that hit you.
Oh, sweet.
oh, that's cool. And is that, can I use
Sorry,
that?
they're only fire spells. My apologies.
Oh, only fire spells.
Yeah, that's the red of the orb. It pertains to the type of element that it can protect.
And
That's cool.
can I use that as a cleric? Because my spell casting isn't arcane; it's divine.
Anybody who is holding it can reduce it by 1d4. But obviously, it can also have the dual purpose of being a spellcasting focus.
So what does it do, Zim? Does it grant me godlike powers? Does it allow me to?
Let's just agree that when we're dueling, you shouldn't hold this.
Why would you say that?
I joke, and I return it to him. What you possess is an orb that will protect you against fire spells. When something hits you, should you be holding this, then you'll be not as inflicted or afflicted by such burning that you might otherwise with such a weak, flammable body.
So, like, say if this thing, this demon, devil, whatever it is, has the children, I assume he's from the Nine Hells. Very hot down there. Probably
Very hot.
Fire. So that could come in quite a bit of handy.
Very, very helpful for you to have. It would definitely shield you against fire.
But are you, like, how are you? You are the smallest and squishiest of us, and I don't want to leave you unprotected.
And yet, the arcane is at my whim, and should I need it, I am more than capable of protection. If you'd like to bestow such a treasure on me, then I would gratefully accept it, and yet I also feel that it's definitely something that you can continue to hold yourself.
Quick DM question. Arcane
Yes.
Focus, does that replace spell components?
Yes, I believe so.
Does that replace spell components for consumable items in a spell?
Not diamonds, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Nice try.
Next time you're gonna do it, don't telegraph where you're handling it. It was so.
No. I wanted to double check. I didn't want to be like halfway through like combat or something, bring one of you back to trying to bring one of you back to life, and then him being like, "Oh no, you can't do that." So,
As a DM, I'm always like, what are you actually trying to pull over on me?
Fair play.
I'm pretty good. I think Zim. I think you should have this. If one of your fireballs, perchance, comes back and bites you in the ass, at least you might be a bit safer with this.
I appreciate the sentiment. I doubt that fireballs will return to me, but I appreciate the sentiment, and I just bring it back. And
Is it like the size of his head?
No, it was able to fit in sort of one hand, like a
Okay.
tennis ball.
And Zim, while you're now looking a bit like a Christmas tree, can you tell us what's going on in your hands? What is with this creepy stone that's just embedded itself in your hand?
It's got
let's
the
be very clear. It is very creepy. From what I can see, when I am nearby somebody who passes on, the wand and stone will absorb the soul of that individual. I'm not able to understand how to use that or what using that would look like, but the power of their soul becomes mine and sits within this stone within my hand. I'm yet to understand how I can use this offensively or defensively, but it is definitely creeping me out. Definitely keeping me out, man.
Yeah, you and me both. We're hearing a lot about souls of late, and based on the conversations we had with the person in that temple, that healing place, there's two things: trying to figure out how to make that thing work to get this other guy's soul out of me, because that thing needs to be destroyed. Stat and second thing.
Don't worry about it.
Well, can we somehow get it out of your hands, Zim?
We want to what? Sorry.
Can we get it out of your hands? Like, if we're not trusting.
I heard you. I'm trying to understand what you're actually asking, though.
Like, not like surgery or anything. I don't think any of us are really qualified for that. But like,
You see the ghost slam another glass onto the table and come out with like a
you're
glass.
just complaining about the mess, Phantom Dennis.
You are such a menace, Dennis. Seriously. Look, I feel at the moment, Red, that we need to understand it. I mean, I would hate to try and pry it out of my hands and end up like a corpse or some sort of black mist like we recently saw. And so, I want to understand. I want to make it clear that I'm not comfortable with it, but I don't feel like this is something we don't understand yet. And if it's something that could be used to our advantage to either get the cache or save the children, or maybe the power of 100 souls is what we need to take down some sort of, demigod or demon or whatever it is, then, I don't want to be throwing that away just because it's icky.
That's fair enough. I'm concerned. If Claymore was here right now, I'm sure he would be
Trying to compel Jewel some sort of child at the door.
Oh yeah, he would have killed that little fella.
I don't know. He looked pretty sprightly. He might have been able to dance circles around him.
Still, wouldn't have stopped him trying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Probably for the best that he was a bit worse to wear. I think he had some like a bad kebab or something.
That does sound like something you.
Especially after a massive fight broke out. Yeah, I'm sure the meat was really good and well prepared.
Yeah.
Ren's
Should we
gonna stand
Kristen-
up, have one last shot. It's been a long day. knock that one back. I'm gonna go up and rest. Let's finish this in the morning.
Let's.
All right. Bear, you good?
Yeah, bro. Let's get this shit sorted, though. Let's go. I'm going to go and smash into the training room for a bit and then crash out.
Everybody going to bed?
Yeah. Before I go to sleep, I'm going to again pray to Bahamut. I don't know if you're still there. I still seem to have the power you granted to me. I got a letter from my dad. That was weird. He wants me to go back, but I don't feel like I'm strong enough yet to deal with that. And there's a lot here still in Waterdeep to fix, to make right. If you have any guidance, please let me know.
You feel something cold and hard in your hand.
How you doing?
Moment destroyed.
At this point, we'd like to remind our raging rolls of fans that this is an mature context.
All right, I'm going to bed now.
Big fun. I'll catch you next week, mate.
and even after that's removed, another cold and hard object is still in your hand.
I look.
You're a bit quiet, isn't it?
I look at what's in my hands.
You see a golden dragon. The currency for which you are attempting to find the cache of.
Thank you. Amen.
All right, back to Nightmare Town. Red, as you drift off to sleep, again, as has become a bit of a norm for you now, is your consciousness is just bombarded when you go into your subconscious, and you see Zurgulg there sitting on a plain armchair in the dark. As eyes glowing red, he looks towards you and says, "Finally, it is time for me to have agency again. You dare keep me locked inside of your mind.
You won't be here for long. You'll be out and destroyed. This is mine.
You cannot remove me without removing part of yourself, Red. I have sealed my fate to yours. By succeeding, you will bring me with you. And one way or another, I again will rise to consume you with the power that you seek."
We have your tools, Zurgulg. This is in our hands now, not yours.
You are my tool, Ren.
You have no power here. You're still trapped.
You shall not pass. We'll see about that. And your dream again ends with a fit as you awaken sweating from the nightmares that face you as you fall asleep. And at the same time, Zim, you also now are getting some interesting dreams. When you go to bed, it seems that you are reliving other people's memories in your sleep. You see through the eyes of someone as they run through the streets of Waterdeep, and a fireball seems to come in behind them as you see a flash of light and then darkness. As you then see a blurred vision in the hall where you're collecting souls earlier today. As they peer out to look at you, or you catch a glimpse of yourself.
Much like the dream, your voice is fading in and out.
It's an aesthetic choice.
I love it. Love it. Fits perfectly.
Yeah, that's all the dreams that are happening. It's I didn't expect everyone to start having dreams of this, but we're good. We're all good. And you all eventually wake the start of the new day as the owls stop their crickets stop cricketing, and the city begins, in truth, to repair itself.
Stumble downstairs, head to my helmet. Oh, I forgot I don't drink hard liquor.
You see your like a bottle of hard liquor floating next to you again.
Morning sunshine. I've got some carrots that'll juice that'll fix that right up for you.
Red, I advise you do not
now,
eat the carrots.
Cannot be good anymore.
It'll bring everything up.
They got like that. They got like that spongy rubberiness to them now.
You better believe it.
Red, you seemed quite distraught yesterday. Are you feeling better about after a good night's sleep?
So was that to me or to Ren? Sorry, I missed the first
Red,
part.
Red.
Oh.
You seemed quite distraught last night, and your physical appearance this morning would encourage that you continue to drink quite heavily into the night. Do you feel better today for things?
I do actually. I feel a bit more positive, bit of a pep in my stride. I think we're being watched over, not just by whatever the fuck's going on with you and whatever the fuck's going on with Ren.
As someone who's 2'3", I've always got people watching over me. It's fantastic.
Yeah. All right. Are we all ready to go?
Let's make haste. We have much to do.
Giddy up.
You hear another knock at the door.
As I open the door, I'm just imagining like they jump. Whoa! Sorry.
Oh, sir, it's good to see you again. I have another message for you.
Oh, yes.
I've been told that yourself and your friends are invited to a tavern tonight. The Dragon's Head.
Dragon's Head.
There's supposed to be a celebration of Waterdeep's heroes, and I was told that you would be personally invited.
Yeah, we're going, boys. This is where I have to be. Self-proclaimed king.
Sorry, I'm still.
Of course, Bear. That's exactly what you would suggest.
Hey, I killed the goddamn beholder, so get behind me if you want to be a hero.
Boy, where did this invitation come from? Who
From
has sent you?
the same person who gave me the other letter, sir.
Are you implying that the same person is in town?
Well, yes, they were. They gave me the letter, sir.
I see.
All right.
I'll come and collect you from here this evening as the sun begins to approach the horizon, and I'll escort you there if you'd like.
Yes, that would be good. I'm still new to Waterdeep. I don't know all the way around so well. Yes, thank you. I'll take the child aside, away from the group.
Sir, do you have a message you want me to deliver?
I have a question for you about the person, and as I start speaking, I pull out a gold piece and like twirl it between my...
Oh yes, sir. Anything, sir.
Could you describe him for me, please?
I describe him as a well-dressed individual, nothing extravagant, seems to be pretty plain affair, neatly trimmed beard, but again, wise type, long brown hair. Like
Sorry, DM, your voice is completely gone. Sorry.
Like most people, think that they're a little itchy.
This is the awkward bit where we normally plug Beyond Blue, but this time,
Hey, you can still, just because
We can-
our fundraiser's finished, you can still, doesn't mean you can't still donate to Beyond Blue. They are still doing amazing work, and going to the craziest part of the year, it's going to be a bit different for everyone. If you need help, definitely look into them, see what they like. They'll be able to help you. Donate if you can.
Good. Am I audible?
Yes.
you can certainly try.
Yeah.
So he describes him as somebody that is sort of middle class, aspiring to the upper class. So he's trying a bit too hard.
Okay. And I'm guessing it sounds very familiar to me.
You don't recognize him as your father.
Okay. But like, not was one of his like vassals or anything like that. Like one of his.
Not one that you recognize. It's a pretty common description.
Okay. All right.
Has
Lad.
hair, wears a shirt.
Yeah. All right. Good lad. Give him the gold piece and ruffle his hair and like stay out of trouble.
That's right, sir. I'll come and see you this evening.
All right. I'm so sorry, Robin. I don't know what's wrong with your audio.
Murder it.
At least it's not the video freezing this time. It's just the audio.
Doesn't matter how many times you play this game and reset the tech, it still doesn't play nice.
I'm just excited
Yeah.
it's not me this time. Yes.
Yeah, same. Touch wood.
Touch wood. And how is your OnlyFans going now that you've got that 4K video to update it there, Beowulf? Is it good, mate? Crown Prince,
It
just
is.
you strolling around, wearing a crown?
It is going very well. I've actually got another cam that's just off the top here, so once we go to the break, shirt's coming off. It's going to get...
Fantastic.
Got a couple of requests to do some things that, involve
There's-
carrots now, unfortunately.
Bear's too sexy for his crown.
Too sexy for his
Too
crown.
sexy for his crown. Love it.
Well, they want me to crown the prince, so,
Oh, dear. Beowulf the Prince Alfred. I mean, Prince Crown. Crown Prince. And again, I remind you, not for children this stream, adult content advisory warnings.
I head back over to the group. So, looks like we're going to a fancy dinner party or something tonight.
All right, and shall we make haste on visiting the parents today?
The Castlemanes.
The Castlemanes,
I think we
the
need to.
Castlevarians.
I think we're running out of time on this thing. I'm not feeling confident
That's-
about it at all.
Well, then let's make haste.
All right. Begin making our way uptown. I assume they live uptown.
I
Bit.
was
Mhm.
troubled again last night. My dreams were again haunted by darkness. I saw Zurgulg sitting in a chair, just staring me down. I could just see his red, deathly eyes, and he threatens and warns that he's not finished yet. That he's going to come back, and anything we do to try and take him out while he's in this state will take me out also. And I'm happy to sacrifice myself if it means getting rid of him.
I would prefer it not have to come to that. You're valued friends.
I
Clearly, we've got to make you drink some more to get rid of this little fella that's hanging out inside you.
I've heard that if you inject straight alcohol, almost like a disinfectant, it can definitely kill you of most things.
You
Hey,
should
look,
get some
having them-
sunlight in there. That will get rid of the darkness if you got sunlight in on the inside.
Yeah,
It
no,
did.
it's-
What happened when Zim? It happened with Zim. I drank a whole lot, and Zim came firing out of me.
Do we have audio again?
yes.
Yep.
Oh dear, some people should have their audio taken away. That's all I'm saying.
I've had to quit my voice mod stuff. I'm just assuming that's the issue.
Okay.
So we'll assume that's it, and we'll
Yeah,
carry
that's
on.
my issue too. Voice mod stuff. It's changing
Yeah,
what I
absolutely,
say.
absolutely.
Cool. So you guys decided to go talk to the Castellantes. Was that the last play?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So feel free to head over that way.
Yeah. But we will have to
Missed.
deal with this. Well, we've got a lot of things going. A lot of plates.
Many plates are spinning. Red, when we get there, Red, I think you should take the helm and lead the discussion with them. I fear that Beowulf might try and step in on that, and I don't know. I feel like words would be a good starting point with these people.
Words. Yes, I'm good to words.
Wow. Well, let's not say good, but at least you would use them.
Most best with words.
Let's just say when they were.
That's his shit.
As I think one of your favorite things to say that I've heard you say, Red, was that an education was important, but hitting things was important to.
Yeah, I must have said that. Yes, definitely sounds like me.
Mm.
I totally agree. It's definitely a philosophy that Bear and I definitely get behind.
That's a big word, philosophy. Big
It
word.
is indeed.
Let's make haste.
What does philosophy mean, actually? I just heard someone say it once. Did I use it right?
It's when it's the art of the putting a bit of string between your teeth and moving it to get all the food stuck in there. Philosophy.
Philosophy.
Yes.
Philosophy. Yes, right.
As you debate the nuances of the language of common, you do eventually find yourselves in front of the mansion which the Castellantes reside.
Is it
Yeah.
destroyed?
What's it, sorry?
Is it destroyed or is it still standing?
Oh, as with all royalty, of course it's still standing. They wouldn't be unlucky enough to have it destroyed.
And is this place, is it lit up like a Christmas tree? Is there all their lights on, or is it like...
Oh, it seems well lived in. You can see there's a few guards that are blocking your way into the manor proper.
Excuse me, guards. We are the Winchester Shields. We're here to see the castle lanterns. They've been expecting us.
One moment, please. As the guard turns in and you see them go inside. And
Is that good talking?
after a small while, you see them come to you and says, yes, please, come in. They are waiting for you in the chamber. The butler will see you to the meeting room.
I just say to everyone on our way, and I'm like, very proud of you. We've made it past a set of guards without attempting to kill them, compel duel them, or hit them with some sort of blunt or sharp object. Very well
personally
done.
very glad of that. Thank you for not disrupting us with needless violence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to tell my dog, Miss, to just stay with the guards.
Good day, gentlemen. If you follow me through this way, Lady and Sir Castellanta are ready for you.
Thank you. Head on in.
Can I offer any of you any refreshments?
I'm good, thank you. The big guy might want some ale.
Oh yeah, beat me up.
I have quite a nice little aged beverage. I will bring it your way. And just so that it is known, the Castellantas are not in the best of moods, so I would be sensitive to their situation if I were you.
Of course.
Best of luck. And the doors swing open, and he announces, the Winchester Shields. And he beckons you to enter.
I enter. Good morning.
So, you have deigned to come back then, have you?
Our investigations have led us far and wide over this fair city.
After such an extreme event as the other day, and the extreme loss of the cache, I hope that you return with some news of a brighter future for our poor children.
Yes, of course. We actually learned quite a bit. Oh, bless you, my lordship.
No, thank you. It's just sadness often makes me sniffle.
Yes. We found out some quite interesting things. The fact that, there was obviously the stone, which we may have located. We went and visited with the Xanathar and learnt about...
I did read about your particular extreme success over Xanathar, as it were.
Yes,
Yeah, buddy.
something very interesting as well during our travels. You see, the stone doesn't work just by itself. It requires these things known as eyes, 3 of them in fact. One of which was with Xanathar, one of which is with another group, and funnily enough, a third one is in your possession.
Oh yes. I suppose it's quite useless now.
And you didn't think that might be some pertinent information, well, for us to have, or something to us to help us to save your children?
It's something that I would have given you once I had assured that I would be getting enough for my children's safety.
Yes, but you don't seem to understand the logic of having all the pieces to find the cash to then get the money to be able to...
Do you know what? I do understand. What is your name again?
I'm Red Helm.
Red Helm, yes. The cache is gone. So why are we debilitating and discussing and deliberating?
The cache is gone?
Then why the bloody hell did we turn up, boys?
It's
Why,
empty.
why do you believe it?
After the fight happened, the cache was discovered to contain nothing.
A
So-
previous location of the cache was discovered.
There, you
Nothing
the
more.
possible location of the cache.
Hand over the stone.
Oh, it's yours. I have no use for it.
Very
And,
well.
he says, "Oh, butler! Yes, sir. Could you please go and get me the stone? Right away, sir." As the butler departs from the room, you're left with Lady and Sir Castellaneta.
As
how,
the-
how do
as
they,
the-
Babies, you have to have some way to help us.
how do they seem? Do they seem quite genuine?
Make an insight check.
Yes.
Just while that inside check's happening, I kind of look at Rod at Beowulf, and I'm like, they have like an actual person version of Dennis that actually does things for them. Bizarre.
Jesus, must be the upgraded
Jesus.
model, right?
9 on my friggin' inside check.
How's he
Rolling
doing?
with advantage.
Hey, definitely Mrs. Castellaneta seems very distraught, and Mr. Castellaneta does seem pretty dejected that his sort of surefire solution was unfortunately not going to cut it.
Hmm. Well, have you had any updates from this supposed demon?
He's not the type of person to really give updates. It's more sort of do as I say, and you don't have your entire population of offspring taken from you.
And yet your entire population of offspring has been taken from you?
Oh no, their souls are currently on the line. So give it. What is it now? 3 days.
And yet you seem mildly upset.
I have come to terms with the fact that I have failed as a father.
So you're not
Yeah,
even going to give it a crack to help find this. You're just going to roll
you
over.
have the stone as the butler walks in and it puts it on the table and he passes it along to you. If you have a way to bring the money, please do. But as you have to understand, 500,000 gold pieces is just liquidity that is not possible to achieve.
Yes, and this devil, you know where he is, where he has your children currently, don't you? A man of your wealth and status in the city.
It's not so much that I don't know where, it's that I don't know how to get there, and even if I could, no army in Waterdeep would be able to stand against the legion that he commands.
I don't know. We've gone up against worse.
Where exactly is he?
As I understand, he's in some sort of plane of hell.
Oh, shit.
Well, unfortunately, you may not be aware of this, but there is more than a single plane of hell. Could you be so enlightening as to give us more information?
Can't hear you, Robin. Silence.
He's on one of them planes, I think.
Come on, it cannot be more than one plane of hell. How are we ever supposed to navigate our way to our children's souls?
They do refer to it as the 9 hells.
Oh, well, that does make sense. I thought it was sort of more of like a, there's different sort of suburbs, but I guess that makes sense.
It's not like Tabachi's having 9 lives.
Right.
How are you supposed to summon this? Are you supposed to summon him once we have?
Well, if you'd like to stay in 3 days' time, he'll make an appearance here. He's gonna just come and take them, or to take the gold. It's sort of like a hostage trade situation.
So we can't reach out to him earlier. Say, hey, we have your gold.
Not so much, no.
Okay, so being at the right time and the right place.
I've heard that you can sort of sacrifice the blood of an innocent, and perform some sort of summoning ritual, but I've avoided it as much as possible.
Sorry, but you have sacrificed the life of an innocence.
I will neither confirm nor deny that, unless I'm accompanied by a lawyer.
So that rules you out.
Look, we need. The problem at hand is we need the cache. Right? We have 2 of the stones so far. Where is the 3rd stone? That is what we need to identify.
From all of my research, and trust me, I have put many resources against this, my best bet was that Dragonheist held the last of the stones.
We're going to go visit them. Last we heard, they may not be completely not in the city currently. Is that correct?
As I understand, an additional element of this is that they have left. As the second the city was under siege, their boats set sail from the port.
Do we know where they would most likely be headed?
Across the sea is my bet, as they travel from place to place, putting on their show. I do not know much of what happens beyond their visits to Waterdeep.
I've gotten a bit of an idea, but I reckon we'll get rid of these Castellaners before we start, war planning.
What was that, Bear?
This is really good ale.
Well, thank you so much. I promise you I will be enjoying it as I dread the souls of my children being destroyed by a demon lord.
Yeah, well, you reap what you sow. We'll get your children back. Let's go.
Did this demon lord happen to tell you his name?
I do believe I had it for you guys last time. I gave it to you the first time you guys came in, but
was like before COVID.
I know, weeks ago, and I'm here also like, what the hell's this guy's name?
Where's Claymore when you need him?
Yeah, we need his note-taking. He's really the...
Yes, if only he could take decent notes about where to eat in the city, he wouldn't have the runs and need to be at home at the Winchester Shield upstairs in his room moaning.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't actually beef that was on that. It was there was like fur.
Well, if he'd given me an opportunity to identify it, I would have been able to help him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you don't have a horse and cart station. Sausage roll.
It was with Asmodeus.
Oh! You mean the top big?
Yeah, man, you don't know exactly where he stands in the hierarchy, but he's a name that sort of sparks fear in the minds of children.
Jesus Christ!
And as a cleric, I have a.
You'd probably know where he sits on that hierarchy, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's a good thing that I have the mask on because like Red Helm's just gone.
Face dropped.
This way. Oh shit!
Oh, look at that! Red Helm went full Gandalf.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, let's go. We have what we need now.
Who's this Gandalf you speak of?
I'll take the stone. I think Gandalf, he was a great mage off in a faraway land.
I've heard many tales of such Gandalf. He apparently he had many changes in wardrobe. He was known to sort of go through the colors of the rainbow. In his latter years, sort of going for more of a grayscale look. But yes, an interesting fellow.
Alright, bye. Grab the stone.
Well, remember that children's lives hang in the balance.
So you keep reminding us.
And the wife
if
just
only you've
whimpers
taken such care. I'm sure this never happened.
as she literally curls up in her chair, her head folded under her arms as she starts to just wail in sorrow.
Zim approaches her with his best intimidation, which is pretty low for a 2'3" dude in big robes. It's like, before we leave, you could have given us the stone at the beginning of this stupid endeavor, and yet you withheld that information and withheld the stone from us and made our job so much more difficult. What else are you not telling us? What else do we need to know to save the life of your children?
I mean, roll for intimidation, I guess.
Let's be honest, I have a +0 to intimidation, and it's a charisma, and
I
it
think
is
you
not
should definitely
good.
have advantage.
Oh.
Nice.
18.
So,
Just
with
roll
an
a sweet
18, you see her lift her tear-swollen eyes
Palace woman.
up to your sort of small stature, and she just barely lifts up and sees you there. She says, "You know everything now. It's all too much. I came into this world thinking that I would be able to make a better life for my children, but in doing so, I've hurt them so much."
I have to know if she's telling the truth.
I mean, feel free to roll an insight check if you like.
I've already left the room, so I thought, yeah, cool.
With an unnatural 20, you get she's still a noble. She's still she naturally speaks in double speak, but in this case, she is sort of genuinely upset by this all.
I have to be sure. I mean, she did sacrifice her children to earn a few dollars, so yeah. Okay. Should we find out that there was anything else that you didn't tell us that endangered your children any further, made our job any harder, or caused the death of any of my fellows in the days to come, I will promise you that no amount of fire damage control will save your house and yourselves from burning inside it.
In
Well,
3
before-
days, it won't matter what threat you bestow on us. In 3 days, if anything
Who
happens...
says I'll wait 3 days?
Well, I mean, that's fine. I guess if you kill us before our kids come back, they're orphaned. But, you seem to be the arbiter of justice here, so do what you think is just.
Just turn my back on her and stroll out.
While Zim's having this argy-bargy with the missus there, can Ren sort of skirt the periphery of the room and just lift the thing of value?
Ren looking for shiny
What?
things.
I thought you were never going to do it.
I think last time you guys got candlesticks for this place.
Yeah.
Feel free to have a little snoop around again.
What am I rolling for that, DM?
You can roll a investigation check. But I'm assuming you're trying to do it stealthily as well, right?
Of course.
So make sure to start with a stealth check as the butler begins to escort you towards the exit.
I'll just pretend I'm not doing anything and head to the exit.
No, you don't know how well you're doing stealth.
Oh, okay, right.
That's just for me to know.
I love it.
That you can't just be like, I wonder how sneaky I am today and decide before you rob something.
Oh, 13 on stealth.
So you begin to look around the room, and you do see what looks to be a golden statuette of one of the statues of Waterdeep that became Blastoise incarnate.
Yes.
I will attempt to put it in my satchel or under the cloak if I can.
Alright, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Super. Super.
Hey, Ren,
What?
says the butler.
Huh?
Ren, can you do you mind awfully if you put that statue back where you found it?
It's this one, just looking at it, because we just saw it floating over the city before.
No, I'm very glad, but it takes a lot of polishing to get that to shine quite like that. So, if you wouldn't mind just putting it back down on the shelf for me, please.
Without saying anything, Ranch is going to put it down, give me a filthy look, and walk out.
And he says, my many thanks to you, Miss Wren, as he continues to sort of guide you all out of the room.
I'll wait for the party to get all together. And remembering what happened last time I held one of these stones in my hand, I'm going to start thinking about being back at the Winchester Shields.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
I didn't. I might be broken.
Didn't last time we put it into the... Did we put it in? Isn't that what directed us back to the shield?
No. Well, I grabbed it out of the thing.
Yeah, and then we popped.
Bamfed back to... Fell into my room.
That's right. Made a hole in the roof. My bad.
Yeah.
Thanks for the history lesson.
Okay.
I was listening to your conversations you were all having, and if the Bregendarth are indeed sailing away, should we not make haste for the docks to follow them?
Oh, they were gone the second shit started to hit the fan. You guys
we
have...
went down to the docks yesterday. Remember when?
Yeah.
After the temple, and they were just gone. I even used that locate object spell that I've got, and we couldn't find them.
Oh yes, yesterday seems like so long ago.
It does
It
indeed.
was like 3 weeks. It felt like.
Did all your troubles seem so far away yesterday?
They did. They're so close now.
Well, maybe we should go where everyone knows our name.
Yeah, I agree. Probably have a couple of ales and cheers, everyone.
And I reckon we work out a battle plan, because I reckon we just, ambush this demon dude, jack him when he doesn't know we're coming.
Just descend into hell and be done with it, right there.
Like, we've lost the stone because these blokes went shipward, so let's just get ready, gear up, and get ready to jack him.
Okay. So are we walking back to the Winchester now? Is that what I heard, or just a random tavern?
Go back to the Winchester Shields. Let's get ready for tonight. I have to talk to Claymore about the party funds, so that maybe we should get something a bit nice if we're being celebrated. Like, I still have my fancy cloak, but maybe do we want to start something new? We do have some party funds, if I remember correctly.
Didn't you guys use the party funds or something the other day?
No.
Surely not. We
I
probably
think
invested them wisely.
Without consulting with the party.
Didn't you take the money from the for the priestess to identify your objects?
We would definitely check with the rest of the party before.
I gave her a little bit of money, but I also gave her one of my tentacles, one of my once only that I had 4 of tentacles.
I remember her taking a pretty good chunk of what was left of the party fund.
We got like 30,000 gold pieces in the party fund. I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys have done nothing to make money.
No, we really haven't.
You guys are literally just...
We're selling
running
a small batch of carrots. There's like 3 bunches of carrots that we're selling. I mean, they're on Gumtree, right? So...
Yeah, just hanging on the gum tree out the back.
Yeah. Give me a home. Anyway.
Preparing for the evening then, are we?
Yes, I will get back in, and I will say, I'll call out to Dennis. Dennis! Oh, shit, my voice is cracked.
As Red Helm goes through puberty as he begins thinking of his father again.
If I had a girlfriend.
Girlfriend? She just lives in Queensland.
I'm just a teenage douchebag.
Touche. As the with a towel over an arm, you see the towel float towards you as you call.
All right. This is going to take a little bit of time, guys, but I'm going to put the eye into the stone.
And it clicks.
All right, and then I'm going to spend an hour casting Glyph of Warding on the stone, so that if anyone but Dennis touches it, I'm going to have it release. Oh, what is it? It make the explosive. No, probably not the explosive ruin. I don't want to ruin the fucking shop.
Yeah, I just read explosive ruin 20-foot radius sphere. Like you're gonna just destroy the shop.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Not that we're really making any money of it.
No, I can just make it.
It's a nice place to sleep.
Yeah, no, I will. No, I'm gonna go explosive ruins.
Nice.
So
Just while we're there in the middle of that, in case you need to roll, you've just got to re-roll there, Red, from the chat.
Woohoo! Thank you, chat. Awesome. All right. Yeah, explosive ruins. So that's if anything but Dennis touches this thing, they have to make a dexterity saving throw, or I'm going to make it cold damage, or they're going to take 5d8 of cold damage.
Yeah.
If they touch if anyone but Dennis touches the stone.
Easy as. And where you, so Dennis is being instructed to hide it again?
Yes, I'm going to instruct them to hide it, and I'll say, don't let anyone touch it. You're the only one that can touch it. And then what I can do, if we do find the thing, I am able to turn that off, and then I have to recast it again.
Ah, sure. No, it's as you do that, it is handled and the stone floats away. Anybody else doing anything in the afternoon before this evening's festivities?
I'm gonna have a look at the
some
carrots.
You're gonna have a look at the carrots.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see how dangerous it's become. Like they've got to be toxic by now. Right?
I mean, have you ever seen like the liquid that builds up in the bottom of your vegetable drawer when you forget about veggies in there? And it's that beautiful brown sort of mixture.
I can imagine the smell for it.
Yeah, it is a tonic that will grow hairs on the chest of even the most feminine of women.
But would it do damage to someone if they drank it?
I mean, they would definitely get food poisoning.
In that case, I'm going to do a bit of a scout around for some more poison to fill up my flocks and blade.
Oh, what is it?
Because carrot's just not going to cut it, clearly.
I mean, they'll probably make an infected wound, but it's not going to make it that quick.
Yeah, we killed a beholder, but it took us like 3,000 rounds to do it. It just slowly died of an infected cut.
Yeah. It was bound to a bed for a couple of days before we finally kicked it.
It took 0.01 damage every return.
I don't know. Do you have any connections that have the ability to point you in the direction of a poison vendor? It doesn't seem like that would be like a welcome to Joe's Poison Emporium, where we'll give you the thing to kill your foes.
You got some underworld.
Well, I've got thieves. I've got thieves can't, so I'd be able to work out. I'm sure somewhere a code or a little secret way.
Thieves can't what?
I've taken one level of rogue.
Funny. Are you you're a Waterdeepian local, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I'll let you. I think it's fair to say that you understand a little bit of how to get into the underground. So you know of a place in the back streets of the old town that if you say the right phrase will get you to a vendor of miscellaneous goods and services.
Awesome. All right, I want to head that way. Find the vendor.
It takes probably an hour to get there through the rubble. But when you finally do get there, you see that the shop is now located right next to a giant footprint that came down, missing it by a margin of 30 centimeters as you stand before it now.
That's 1 foot for anyone who's not watching the election in America at the moment.
So yeah, with that, you do see that
It seems that most of the shop has sort of been changed so that the entrance is now facing off the street. But it does seem to have a few people milling about.
Alright. I will pass her milling about and go, you know what they say about big feet.
Welcome back there, Bear.
Gentlemen, how are we?
Doing rather well, all things considered. Our business was not destroyed by the giant robot creature, a statue, or whatever it was that came to end life as we know it.
Nah, mate, it wasn't ending your life. It was, saving us from the underworld.
Don't you fucking try and change the dialogue on me, Bear. I run this part of town. If I say it was the fucking robot, it was the robot.
Jesus, mate, what a cracking little accent you've got going there. I forgot about that sweet dulcet tones.
Well, I remind you that I'm always here if you need me. Don't you fucking forget it!
Mate, I need you. Not forgotten, but I need some of that special elixir. I need to take someone down hard.
To me today, then, because it's not fucking free.
Jesus, mate, we can go back before we can have that drinking contest again. I can show you how to drink like a real man.
Well, I'll take your money like a real man.
Well, show me what you got and we'll pony up the coin.
I got a particularly little beautiful brew that's as red as the face of its victims.
Anything else cooking around?
You ever seen someone fucking die from boils exploding on their face?
Cool. That could be cool.
What are you really expecting here? I feel like I'm trying to do sort of a contest. I've sort of got the best of the potions. Like, what effect are you looking for then, Bear?
I'm looking for something to drop the biggest, ugliest, meanest goddamn thing. Something to drop me to my ass.
Are you looking for some ogre bane then, are you?
That's what we're talking about. Thanks for catching on.
Oh, finally, you're trying to use words that I fucking understand.
Mate, I'm about 2 seconds from smacking you in the face again. I've done it once and I won't do it again.
I'll give you a personal test of some of the goods that I have if you're that excited about it.
Tempting, but just chuck it in this blade and let's load her up.
I ask you again, how much money are you putting on the table then? You fucking cheapskate.
I'll drop 45 gold and I won't smack your little prick.
45 gold for fucking ogre's bane? Come on! In daylight bloody robbery!
Do not make me cut you open, because I will. Give me the ogre's bane or let's bail out.
It's not the first time you and I have tussled, Bear, and it won't be the last. I'm not afraid of you like the rest of this bloody city is, apparently.
Well, you should be, because now you're toting with the Crown Prince.
The Crown Prince better have a good wallet on him then, shouldn't he?
Alright, that's it. I'm going to send the good old guard your way now, so you might want to hand the good old ogre's bane over.
Bear,
We're gonna...
You know that I've had the guard around in my pocket for many years. It's the reason that I open like this. If you fucking think that's going to scare me, you're going to hold another thing coming.
Right, I've got a nasty little 2'4" powerhouse that'll just chuck a little bit of fireball at your house. How does that make you sound?
Well, I tell you what, if he can make it so that it's symmetrical to the massive fucking footprint I've got outside, we can really make it a sort of a theme here.
Jesus Christ, you bitch and moan, don't you? And I'm just going to smack him in the face. Literally just going to hit him.
Has he got to make a deck save on that smack in the face? Like,
Holy shit. Like, Jesus.
Oh, you call that a smack? I'll show you a smack. And you see a glint of a dagger as a flash comes out from his tool belt. And he is going to.
Who let Bear go off by himself?
Always a dangerous thing, isn't it?
yeah, negotiating is a
19 to hit.
19 does hit.
As you feel a pinprick in your belly, make a con save.
Oh, why am I going to die already?
Oh!
As you quickly feel a fuzziness come over your mind, your speech starts to slur, and you see the ground approach at a startling velocity. As you see, the last thing you hear is, "I fucking told you so!" As you go out cold.
Basically, what accent was that, please?
It was all European. All of it.
Yeah. I thought we were going to go Scottish
But
at
it
one
was
point, then we
brilliant.
ran back to Europe.
It was Russian, Dwarven, Irish, Scottish. There's a few things in there. But it was lovely.
Oh, that
It was.
magic.
Okay. Now Bear's dead.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So yeah, you guys all prepare for a lovely evening out in the town.
Yeah. I'll get into my nice clothes. Put on my nice cloak. I'll still have my armor on, but I won't have my helmet on, and I'm not done up as Jason. Jason. I look like I do, like last time I saw my father.
Okay, so you've actually sort of
I'm
made
not-
sure that you look normal.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I'll come back downstairs.
Is that disguise self going somewhere?
It's not disguise self. It's just.
Oh no, Dave's.
No, it is not. I was just checking something.
Oh, cool.
It is not.
Awesome. So yeah, you guys are all sort of polishing up as the night approaches, and eventually you do again hear that knock on the door.
Has anyone seen Bear?
I thought it was a bit quiet around here.
He's probably just working himself to the bone in his little room that he likes to hit things in.
I'll go over to the training room, like open the door.
You
Bear?
immediately hear a loud snoring noise as the air sort of comes in and out of the room as a monster sleeps within the den. But no, there is no bear cuddled up on the bed.
Steve, have you seen Bear?
Oh, I'm sleeping.
Ugh.
Get out of here.
All right, Jesus. Should we try and find him before we go?
Sirs, is anybody home?
I'll go over. Ren will go over and answer the door.
Thank you, Ren.
Hi, miss. I'm here to escort everybody to the tavern for this evening's performance.
Okay, just give us a moment. Is everyone ready? I turn and call out.
I'm ready. Little boy, have you seen our big friend anywhere? More with tattoos?
I have not. Was it not? Am I supposed to have?
No.
Let's
I
be
thought-
honest. He might already be there, Red.
Yeah. Well, he knows where we're supposed to be going.
Let me check. And I'll pull out my wire and sort of cast message and say, Bear, if you can hear this, we're heading towards the night's festivities. We don't know where you are.
You have a dream, Rod, of your ranger friend speaking to you, telling you of a lovely bar with great times, and it'll be such a great time to hang out with everybody, get drunk, and have a lovely time. But you are still out cold.
He's gonna be so robbed. He's gonna have nothing on. It's like on the brink of like this is like a natural disaster happening. And he's in a bad part of town.
This feels like university.
He's gonna have like half of his beard shaved off.
Rod's at O week.
Oh yeah.
Hazy, here we come. So you eventually are told, we better hurry so that we don't miss it.
Yes.
A wizard does not arrive early, nor does he arrive late. A wizard arrives precisely when he should.
Shall we
Learn
shall
that,
we take
boy.
that?
Definitely Gandalf book of quotes. Did you go out and buy that book today, Zim?
Just keep talking of this Gandalf, but
It's Gandalf through all the colors. It's the rainbow almanac of Gandalf.
I asked Dennis just quickly, Dennis, can you check the dusty area of the library? Just check if there's any Gandalf through the rainbow books in the back that I've missed that's been added. Just check that for me while we're out. Would you please put it on my desk so I can work out who this Gandalf is they keep talking of?
and you don't see anything change, but you assume that Dennis has heard you.
I nod to the emptiness.
No one there. I nod to the emptiness. All right, let's go.
Let's go. We'll find Bear on the way. Or there.
Ren, you look like you usually do, a little bit cleaner. I don't know. No, don't call me Red. Don't call me Red when we're out. I'm just on tonight.
Gee, thanks. Just on.
There we go.
We'll get it.
Nailed it. Awesome. So the little boy begins to walk proudly through the streets of Waterdeep, and you're taken to a rather nice part of town, where you find yourself in front of the pub that you were sort of being led to. You see the beautiful dragon roaring at a flagon, as the guy announces, "Welcome to the Dragon Flagon. Inside there you will find yourself a table. It should be marked for you. I believe under a Mr. Jusson. And
Hey, that's his
from
name.
there,
Yeah.
well, what a coincidence. And you should have yourself a good evening."
Thank you, young man.
And as you walk in, there indeed is a table set there for you with a little reserved sign on it. And as you sit down, the table service comes out to you, and you see a bottle of expensive champagne put on the table, and you hear the waiter say, "Compliments from one of our patrons." And
Which one?
they prefer not to be named, sir.
I scan the room immediately.
You don't notice anybody that you're trying to find.
Red. I mean, just on. This whole thing is, it seems to be revolving around you. The name is under your name on the table, and the messages are for you. What's going on here? It's
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege to be able to play for you all tonight in the wake of such a travesty. But tonight's performance is actually brought to you as a gift to one of our lovely guests here tonight. Jason, could you please stand for us, please?
I did not stand up.
Yes, can we
up.
get some lights here? And you see like a dancing light float over to you, and it sort of glows above your head. Tonight is in honor of Jason. I have a message here that says simply, "To my lovely son, it is a great honor that I'm able to gift you this on the eve of your birthday." And with that, we will cut to a break.
Oh, fucking hell. Well done.
I love it.
I can see myself slowly getting redder on the stream.
yeah. Such good beer.
Welcome back. Setting the scene again. We are all in the tavern of the Dragon Flagon, and we are sitting at a table bought by the Red Helm's father, as he is welcomed back by a performer who has been provided to the Dragon Flagon specifically for the entertainment this evening. As she stands up, her elven beauty made highlighted by her beautiful green dress that's a high cut on the thighs, as she stands out comfortably and proudly and announces her entrance onto the floor. She begins again by welcoming everybody here, especially the birthday boy, who is highlighted now by dancing lights, as everybody is staring now at Jason. And as they begin, you hear a beautiful voice start to pierce the noise of the tavern.
and a classical piece to begin tonight's festivities. A ballad of the birthday. A song as old as time, and a song that I hope we all know. The birthday boy's name is Jason, and I will lead us in our singing. And a 1, and a 2, and happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jason.
Jason Reholder.
Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip!
Hey!
Hip hip!
Hey!
And as a special surprise, everybody in the room, the bar tab is fully paid for. So go and mention the birthday boy's name at the counter and your ale will be provided for you.
Yeah,
and
right,
another
do that
thank
with
you
beers passed
to
out.
Jason for your birth. Woo!
Son's just slid like right down into the chair, trying to not be seen by anybody.
Jim just casts minor illusion and puts a little, couple of little sparks up in above the singing that's going on.
Thank you, Zim.
She begins to speak again. It is with a great pleasure that I actually have a special song that was written for just this occasion. The person that hired me actually it paid me to create this for tonight, and I will sing it to you now. The gold, it rolls off mountains. The mountains of gold, they are all ours. For the caches that once were held by others are now all ours. Thank you. Thank you very much. And she, after her song, to sing, and eventually she's able to get the rest of the tavern involved in some more of the common anthems of the generation. They begin to sing about the Tabaxi's jumping prowess, and then again the ships as they get deeper and deeper into their cup. They eventually do finish the night behind them, again repeating the last stanza. So that was written just tonight. How much was this? Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
A little bit. There's a little bit of the audio.
Yeah. So you enjoy an evening of free flowing alcohol, of food that is beautifully made, and an atmosphere that really is excited to be here, and everybody seems glad to have a reprieve from all of the disaster that was the fight for Waterdeep.
I say to the group, why was she singing about the dragons? She was paid to sing about the cache, and that she said that we have them.
Can you repeat the words to me? I missed
Sure,
it when I was focusing on her other valuable assets.
Like what?
So the lyrics, and I improvised them all. So
Okay.
it was the gold upon the mountains.
Yep.
Mountains of gold, they are all ours.
They are all ours.
The caches that once belonged to others are all now ours.
Is she still nearby us?
She's sort of chatting to some of the other folk, and she's being greeted and being serenaded by flowers and pebbles of middling value.
Red,
yes.
Get close to her and
Just
find out
son,
who told
just
her.
son.
Just son, damn it.
Son, get close to her. Find out who wrote that song. The lyrics are a definite message. Bring her close by. Maybe Ren. Maybe Ren, you could use your womanly ways to invoke the words and details from her.
As you chat, you see her make her excuses and come over to your table directly to you, Jason.
Oh, thank you.
Good evening, Jason. I'm so glad that you were able to make it. Did you enjoy my performance?
Yes, it was quite good. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. What was your name?
Annabeth.
Annabeth. Thank you. Won't you please join us for a drink?
Oh, it would be my pleasure. What is it that everybody's drinking tonight?
We've got this champagne that nobody seemed to touch. So
I'll have some of that. I've never been one to sort of throw out a nice bottle of bubbles.
Please take a seat. These are my friends.
She says, "Do you mind if I forego the use of a glass? I find them a formality that doesn't speak well to draining a nice bottle of a beverage like this."
Sure. It's.
I feel like you and Red and Bear would get along very well, Annabeth.
Jason, do you mind opening the cork for me, please?
Oh, yes. And I won't fire it off into the air because that can end badly. I don't want to have to kill anyone tonight. And I just open up the cork, pull it off.
Beautiful. So yeah, you pop the cork, and she sort of gives you a little smile, and she says, "Oh, thank you, Jason. You really are a gentleman." And at that note, she grabs it and just swigs the bottle right there in front of you without even a second of waiting.
I just kind of nudge Bear in the side. She probably
Bear's not there. Bear's not there.
there.
Just in alley.
I just nudge Red. She probably supports those southern rugby players like Bear does.
Yeah.
Chugs beers and lacks teeth.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Sorry, I'm being awfully rude. Jason, who are your friends?
Yes, sorry, I was introducing them before. Yes, this is my friend Ren.
Ren, it is lovely to see another lady that bestows the patrons here with such beauty and grace.
Annabeth, you're looking lovely yourself today. Exquisite.
It is a pleasure to be in such fine company. And you say Zim, this other one?
Yes, Zim is our resident wizard, the practitioner of the arcane arts.
Ah, Zim. Truly, it is a pleasure. Your arcane mysteries. I saw some sparks fly from your table before. Was that your doing?
That was my doing, young Annabeth.
Magnificent work, Zim. Hey, Jason.
Yes.
Normal behavior for Zim?
Yes. I think he's just a little bit stunned by your beauty.
She sort of gives a little coy smile, and she says, "Now, Zim, there's no need for that. We're all friends here." And she offers you a drink of the champagne. Would you like some?
You must accept my apologies, Annabeth, as a person of my stature does not often drink from a bottle randomly thrown around the room, when one must keep the mind sober to control the arcane. Should we want random fireballs appearing out of the middle of the air and burning this place to the ground? Should I have too much beverage to imbue?
As you speak and mention that, her smile actually widens as she looks to you with a little sideways glance, and she says, "Now, Zim, continue like that, and you might actually convince me that it would be a good night if I spent it with you."
There is but one with whom I spend my nights.
Myself, alone in my bedroom.
The memory of my brother, asleep, waiting for my return.
Oh, a very close familial relationship then?
Very. I once spent a lifetime with him, and now he sleeps an endless sleep, and I'm starting to feel the effects of the drink so far.
Anybody else have a stronger drink?
Very, very.
Well, yes. At any rate, I just thought it is wonderful. I've been told that that for this evening that I am to entertain you as much as you desire. And
Okay.
whatever your heart. If you would like to go dancing, if you would like to.
I'm just sitting down, having drinks, having wonderful conversation is more than enough for me. So my father employed you, did he?
Yes, I was employed to make sure that your birthday was a memorable one.
And is he here today?
Oh no, of course your dad was not able to make it. Otherwise, he would
Yes.
be here in person.
Yes, no. That sounds very much like him. Yes, no. Well, I thank you for your time and your wonderful singing. That second song that you sung, was that just spur of the moment, or you wrote it specifically for me? Was that?
Now, I don't want to reveal any of my secrets, right? And you won't tell, will you?
No. I am very tone deaf. I wouldn't be able to write a song to save my life.
From what I understand from your relationship with your father, and I might be imposing, you won't mind if I got a little number over him, will you?
Oh?
Because he employed me to write this thing months ago, and you know what? I didn't work on it up until just then. I just sort of sang it off the dome.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It seemed so fluent. It came so easily to you. Can I roll an insight check?
Absolutely.
Are we all listening to this
Yeah,
conversation?
she's not hiding it.
Okay. Sweet.
21.
Yeah, she's absolutely proud as anything of this. She loves the attention.
And it's the inside check covers the fact that this has actually been asked to, have this song as of months ago.
Everything there is sort of true. It doesn't seem like she's
Okay.
being untruthful.
Okay.
Well, I must say, you are a master of your art.
No, I am so thankful that you agree. I've always thought myself quite the magnificent specimen, but the external validation surely does help a girl's ego.
And did you grow up here in Waterdeep?
Oh no, absolutely not. Sorry.
You
The
from-
idea of that just gives me shivers. As you would imagine, being from a refined place up the coast,
Yes.
you must
Well,
find
yeah.
it a little bit obscure to be here even now.
It allows me to set out on my own a little bit.
Well, you see, I've also been allowed to travel, being that my voice carries me across the Sword Coast. But here tonight, it has floated me to talk to all of you lovely people. And regardless of where we started, I think where we spend each evening is the most important goal to aspire to.
And where
Yes,
do
of
you
course.
spend your evenings, Annabeth?
Well, tonight my accommodation's paid for right here at the Dragon Flagon.
Ah, that's interesting. We're staying here as well.
Oh, are you? Well, that does indeed seem like a lovely coincidence. Shall we get another round and really
Yes,
make a
of
night
course.
of it?
I think
Sure.
we should.
Why not?
And
Oh, I am ecstatic.
while that's coming around, I was wondering if you had seen any particular burly, rough-looking guy in here with a bit of a sting in his talk, and certainly seeking a lot of attention. Has anyone like that come in here this evening?
I did make my way through Old Town earlier today, and I saw a figure that you describe, but when last I saw him, he was not in the party-going mood.
Oh.
What
In
sort
what-
of mood was he in?
As you would understand, any of us that frequent those areas of town, you do not stop to ask why a body is lying in an alleyway. That's all I have to say.
Oh, lying in an alleyway.
He has a little crown, was it? Did I
Yes.
notice a little crown?
Yes, that's him.
Right. No, I noticed that as they were taking it off of his body. So it's good that it's the same person.
I'm gonna say yes. Thank you for the information. Let's put my hand on hers and give her a pat.
And she smiles as she like pulls a thumb out from underneath, and she sort of gently and very salaciously just like strokes one of your fingers.
Is just out of character. Is Old Town really far away from where we are right now, or is it?
Yeah, I'd imagine you guys are like the center of the city, and it's up north.
Okay.
My father, Annabeth, did he have say anything else to you?
Only that I would be willing to make some arrangements on his behalf to allow you to travel back to Baldur's Gate to meet with him.
Oh, okay.
But I assure you that there's no rush, and if we spend another 2 days in each other's company, what really is lost?
Exactly.
I just Zim just kind of looks at the two companions at the mention of multiple days in relaxing, and I just kind of whisper very quietly to Jason/Red. Why would somebody want to keep us occupied for the next few days, knowing that we have things to do? It feels sus.
Yeah, I'll whisper back. Yes, no, I completely.
Now, gentlemen, it is awfully rude to whisper in a lady's company.
Oh, don't
Oh,
mind
sorry.
them.
We think that our friend might need a bit of assistance. We're trying to decide if we should go get him now or send someone for him.
Hey, like I said, I am at your disposal tonight if you would like me to have it arranged that someone go and find him. I have your father's gold to spend, and I promise you it gives me no greater pleasure than to empty his coffers.
If you don't mind me asking, I know it's terribly impolite to ask, but how much is he paying you?
Oh, Red. Jason. It is definitely rude, but let's just say that money seems to be no object to your father.
Yes.
When you have talent such as mine, you do pay for it after all.
Of course. Of course. Actually, I think that might be best if we do get someone. Possibly bring him here so we can keep an eye on him.
Right away, I will have a search party sent out immediately. If you would not mind, I'm going to go grab us another round and have that organized.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now you can get back to all your whispering, gentlemen and ladies, as she winks and walks off.
And then we'll say, hurry back and give her a tap on the butt as she walks past.
She sort of yelps and says, "Oh! Indeed, I will hurry back with a vengeance."
Zib just looks at Ren. That is the second best slap on the ass I've seen in the last month or two. Obviously the Xanathar thing being the first, but
Yeah, that's not even close.
Obviously.
Yeah. So, as you see her go up, you see her talk to the barkeep, and you see the barkeep head out to the back, and then come back out and quickly serve some drinks, and she begins to return.
Yeah, before she comes back, quickly, game plan, guys. Okay, Ren's gonna distract her. Possibly. 2 days, Ren, you good for that?
Give me as long as you need. It's fine. I'll pat her down. I'll do whatever you want. Sleight of hand check. Just make it happen. It'll be fine.
Jesus. Alright. Professional D&D character. Okay. Yes, okay. Well, no, I think... I got the sense that we can trust her a bit. Definitely sounds like my dad hasn't changed one bit. Possibly... We need to go find Dragonheist. We need to do this. We don't have much time for those kids.
We need to find Bear first. Didn't the Dragonheist leave Waterdeep?
That we think of. That we know, but they might not have left.
Plot thickens. How do we locate them if they are indeed some of them still here? Obviously, we're not going to be the only ones seeking out this dragon cage now that the original location has been uncovered. But I mean, are these stones even still required, or is it just a simple matter of following the clues now?
Yes, I think it will be best to follow the clues, because either it has been found or it's a red herring. But that much money, like, it's going to be hard to hide. You've got that much extra money now.
Well, there's someone we know that's throwing around a lot of money right now.
Red, I'm confused by her description of when she was meant to write the song.
Oh, my father, he likes to put on a big show for me, to keep me entertained, because he's not there, because
Your father paid her to write this song months ago.
Yeah,
Has he been in control of the cache for months? Maybe before we even began looking for it?
It does seem a strange choice of words.
He's a very money hungry man.
I mean, how would he know we'd be looking for it and that you would have it and wait until now to deliver this message? Does he have some sort of clairvoyancy capabilities?
Not that I'm aware of. We're just rich and powerful, and if you're rich and powerful, you can do pretty much whatever you want.
I mean, clairvoyancy is like
you can
the
grab him on
magic equivalent of spying.
What was that, sorry?
It's like the magical equivalent of spying, and rich people do that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you can do anything. I mean, you can just pay your way, through life and sue anyone who disagrees with you until you reach, the highest position in the land.
No politics, god damn it!
This isn't about politics. This is just make believe. Okay, this shit doesn't happen in real life.
This is reality TV.
Bear, as a juxtaposition of what's going on here, you feel a jostling as you come to, and a group of men are around you as they bring what looks to be a wooden stretcher to you, and the leader says, "Hold on there. I'm going to heighten you on this, and I'll take you to where your friends are."
What happened to me?
I am got the answers for you. Just sit tight, and we'll get you back.
Where's that little shit bag?
And he just sort of lifts you up without answering your question. He says, "All right, get him on," and you feel yourself being lifted up onto the sort of gurney as you're slowly carried back towards the group.
Jesus.
Back at the table, you hear the.
Sorry, did I need to roll a strength check to see if they can carry him back? It's
Yeah.
not exactly like. It's not like carrying Zim over your shoulder.
It's so good to be out with good company again tonight. I spent last night traveling, and I promise you that it is good to have my feet on the ground for a little while.
Oh, you came all the way from Baldur's Gate yesterday.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a couple of days of travel, but I did make it just in time.
Yes, and we are very glad that you did.
Oh, and I am glad that you made it out as well. What are we talking about? Some festivities this evening. What are the four of us going to get up to?
That's a good question, actually.
It is a good question, and that's why I'm asking the birthday boy.
Let's
He says, remember,
wait.
remember, nothing is off the table.
Are we on OnlyFans now? We'll wait for Bear to get here, have a couple more drinks, see where the night takes us. By the way, I've not actually been drinking the entire time we've been here.
She's just still swinging from the champagne. She doesn't give a shit.
Oh, yeah.
She's just here to have a good time.
As we're talking and stuff, I just want to keep an eye on the people in the room. Being the center of attention there can sometimes be one or two people who might want to take advantage besides our new friends?
You do see that there are like people that stare at you and whisper to you most of the time. You can make a sort of, let's say, investigation or perception check to see if anybody specifically is glancing over at you.
I'm
Investigation.
going to be looking around as well.
One
so
to investigation.
You can get that with advantage then.
Ooh, cool. Okay, I'll do +3 perception.
Yeah, perception's probably the better call. With advantage, it's a 15. Yeah, you don't seem to see anybody with malicious intent sort of looking at you. Like, they just all seem to be like, ooh, who's that? Oh, that's the elf. That's lovely. That was beautiful singing. As you sort of listen around the room as they sort of just gossip about you.
Okay.
I heard he was the son of some big lord up in Baldur's Gate.
Ren's going to stand up and say, excuse me, I just got to visit the ladies and look for the richest person around.
I'll come with you. Just give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
As
fantastic.
she stands up and she sort of fixes her dress as she walks after you, and she whispers to you, "Are you with any of those guys?"
No, heavens, no.
But the little one must be the little pocket rocket.
Maybe, I don't know, but no, absolutely
I'm
not.
sure he can fit in a bunch of tight places. And she sort of giggles.
He's been known to get around in small areas at times, I guess. But
And your son, have you seen his regal way he carries himself? What a lord!
oh gosh, Annabeth, I think you're looking at things the wrong way here.
What's the right way?
Well, no. This is my way versus your way, and if these two they rev your engines, or so to speak, then so be it. Depends what you're into, I guess, Annabeth. Depends what you're into.
I'm just between you and I'm into a little bit of golden incentivization,
Oh,
and
sure.
she like gives her little gold pouch a little shake.
Excellent. And who has been incentivizing you around here of late?
Well, nobody yet, but I've been incentivized remotely, so you say. I've got a retainer.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing if you're into that kind of thing. But right, so you've been in Waterdeep for what? You just say one night?
Yes, I slept here last night, and today's the second.
And have you actually spoken to Jason's father?
Oh, before I left, absolutely.
Not just by a message. Interesting.
No.
Did he say anything? Just remembering that fantastic song you were singing before. Did he say anything about?
Just give me a second. I've really got to use the loo. And she just sort of jumps into one of the stalls. She says, "No, carry on. You can ask your question."
Sorry, I'll get into the next one. Did he say anything about why he was trying to go on about mountains and golds and caches and
Well,
silly things?
rich folks, you never know what they're all about. But he seemed to really be excited about. Like his brief to me was, mention a load of money, and make sure that I make mention of cache. That was sort of the two stipulations I had, and the rest of it I sort of just swung together.
So he didn't mention anything about mountains or him actually
No.
having said gold.
I mean, not necessarily, but remembering he's paid a literal shit ton for me to be here, and
Oh, sure.
it's probably considered not a big expenditure by the way that he goes on about it.
I'm sure. Well, I think you. I hear what you're saying. Artistic.
You hear
needs to be
the
creative.
sound of a flush, and she says, "No, absolutely. I'm glad that we're on the same page."
Me too. Cheers to that. Let's go have a drink.
Well, let's cheers once we're out of the bathroom.
That's what I
shall
mean. Once we get out. Don't forget to wash your hands.
While we're in this weird cheersing, hands washing stage, I'm just going to interrupt to let her know that Ren, in case you need to roll, you've got to re-roll out of the chat.
Okay. Thanks, mate.
You know, re-roll for like germ avoidance or something. Whatever it happens to be in the bathroom.
Yeah, as you guys are chatting and that's happening, out in the rest of the room, you do see the doors swing open, and Bear being sort of hoisted by two people as he wanders in,
is brought to your table at a chair that's pulled out for him.
Somebody get this man an ale.
Yeah, now this is hurting. Oh,
Where were you?
I tried to jack me flocks and
You
blade
notice that he's effectively just in his like plainest shirt that plainest pants that he has, and he has none of his other goods on him.
Yeah. Where's your axe? Where's all your stuff?
I got bloody jacked by Ogre's Bane or some shit like that. I tried to be clever to get my Floxel blade up and going. And I may have met this little half Eastern European, Irish, Scottish,
Right.
German, French, British, little Mexican fella that just shanked me.
Yeah. So you eventually see the girls returning from the bathroom as you see the face of Annabeth light up as she sort of skips back to the table. Another friend? Who are you, Mr. Strongman?
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
I'm the man that needs a bloody ale. Just give me beer. Let's go.
I will bring you the ale right up, big boy. And she goes up quickly, grabs an ale for you, and she brings back literally a jug of ale and a glass, and she says, all yours, and she pours it salaciously.
I just start chugging the jug. Just,
She just, like, on cue, goes and grabs another jug and makes sure that, I think he'll need another one, and brings it back.
She's alright. She can join the party. You're gonna keep getting beers like that.
Oh, indeed. You're only just starting, my friend. We've just said that it's a night of festivities, as you may not know, but it's Jason's birthday tomorrow, and we're gonna go all night until we bring it in.
Oh, yay. You're one of these birthday party types, eh, Sheila?
What was your name again, sorry?
Just call me the prince.
Well, the prince, as you know it, I am a fan of celebrating life. And
I bet you are.
at this point, I've got a pocket full of gold and nowhere to spend it but on alcohol.
Jesus, done my hangover, whatever this shit. I need my shit. Where's my... Oh, God, axe,
You
my
haven't
gun.
got any of your stuff there. You are literally just in your tidy whites.
Where's him?
Zip's like right next to you.
There's a little shitty place up by one of the giant footprints. Just fireball the fucker's house.
We've had this discussion before, and my arcane powers are not at the whim of the last place that refused you entry for your sodomic, whatever it is that you engage in.
Why would
Right, that's it. I'm going back with Claymore. We're going to burn Waterdeep down. We've already said it once before, and we'll
Do
go
you-
down and do it again.
I asked you once, Bear, do you need me to make you well again?
Yeah, well, no, I need my shit. I need my gear.
Yeah,
I
you
need
don't
the
have your
gun,
axe.
my axe.
What are you without your axe, Bear?
Just a good-looking rooster.
Have you still
I
has he
can
still
I
weird,
can
Phil?
definitely attest to that.
You reckon this place would allow you to use your fist to challenge another patron to some sort of fights to allow you to earn some gold so that you may at least buy yourself some decent fitting pants? Because I'm just saying that your meat and
hang on,
meatballs
hang on, are
sausage
you
and meatballs
saying-
are not.
Are you saying that there's an opportunity here to go on a shopping trip, and it would count towards making Jason's birthday wishes come true? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, of course.
Is that
Yes.
what I'm hearing?
Exactly
here,
what you're
everybody?
hearing. And top
Yes,
of that,
and
this is a
you-
new
you,
hat
of
for
course.
me.
You, of course, must get up to date with the latest fashions and trends. You are quite fashionable, as I see, so...
Oh, why, thank you, Jason. I saw you admiring my accoutrement.
Yeah, sure. Let's, What time is it now? I'm guessing no shops are probably going to be open. I'm assuming middle of a natural disaster as well. There's not going to be any fashion shops or anything.
Nah.
Well, maybe tomorrow then we can all go and we can go together and do a little bit of a fashion montage. Wouldn't that be fun? We can start it off with mimosas, and we could then have another round of bubbly and really make a day of it.
That sounds absolutely fantastic.
Why does this sound like shitty bards in the water?
We're gonna go get you a new axe.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit about the
I
clothes.
will get
One
you
that
an axe
glows
that
and-
matches your outfit. It will be beautiful.
It'll look like a sausage and meatballs.
Hey, if
And I
that's
lost
what
me
you want to be
goddamn
swinging.
gun.
Oh, you've got some sort of a firearm, do you? You are a man of many surprises.
And my javel ring. Ah, javel ring.
I'm sure they didn't take every weapon from you, and she winks at you.
Oh Jesus!
There's gonna be descent among the ranks in a minute.
No.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm feeling pretty tired. You guys,
Don't you dare, Jason. We
Oh,
are
yeah.
celebrating your birthday tonight.
all this excitement has just worn me down. But you all are more than welcome to stay, have
I
some
will
fun.
follow you till your bedroom and jump on your bed until you are awake and it is midnight. Do I make myself clear?
Okay. I
Hey,
suppose I can wait till midnight.
Sheila, can I ask you a question?
Oh, absolutely, Mr. the King.
You don't have Prince, but you don't have a
Apologies, I didn't want to miss royalty.
you don't have about 10 feet of rope, do you?
I could definitely get it for you.
If you would, I want to show you something special.
All right. She looks at you and she says, "Should we not do this somewhere a little bit more private?" And she raises her eyebrows.
Nah, this is perfect.
And she says, "All right, I'll go see what the barkeep has." And she goes in, and the barkeep looks at her a bit confused and nods. She comes back and she says, "He'll be back in a moment. He says he's got someone who could bring it for us."
Fantastic.
As Ren is making her way back to the tables through this conversation, if there's anyone I can pickpocket, I'm going for it. Because fuck, I need some coin. Need some coin. Bad.
Beautiful. Yeah. So have a little bit of a snoop and see if you can't spot anybody.
And that's a big fat 9.
You do notice that there are a few people that look well dressed, but they also know to hide their coin purses by the looks of things.
Okay, I'm not going to try it too hard. Just make my way back to the table to join the others.
I will happily let you make a sleight of hand disadvantage, but that is your call.
Do it.
If there's bulging pouches,
Nope, you did not notice any bulging pouches.
she said okay,
Except
they're just
on
dressed
Jack's
well.
on.
Yes.
Okay, we'll have a go. We'll have a sleight of hand. Is that what you're after?
Pretty,
Sleight of hand?
pretty sure
Yeah,
you've got to
if you wanna have a
Just
go,
throwing
it's
it out
at-
there. You've got to re-roll from the chat from earlier.
If you wanna give him a little fondle, see if you can't find any bulges.
Yeah, just tickle the bulge. You know how it goes.
Well,
Like just a little tickle underneath.
Yeah, we'll tickle the bulge, and we are gonna
Wow,
absolutely
yeah, I would re-roll.
re-roll that shit.
I would re-roll that bulge.
Here we go. An 8 is not going to
Bulge
cut it,
check.
but an 8 is not going to cut it again.
Ooh.
Shit!
Unhand me this instant.
Oh, sorry. Just trying to sneak through this
No, no,
little
no,
gap here.
They're with me. Apologies. It must have been a miscommunication. Ren, can you come sit down, please?
Yeah, that's what I was
And
trying to do.
you see Annabeth jump up in your defense as it sort of escalates. She says, "What is the problem here?
No problem.
That thief tried to take my purse."
Oh,
No. I'm sure it was just a miscommunication. She's a bit drunk. She must have just bumped into you accidentally. I apologize for that. Whatever. Make sure she stays in her box. The only reason I'm not calling the guards is because you have made sure we're all well fed tonight. He sort of huffs and steps back to his group and gives you a stink eye. Red.
oh. Oh, shit. There goes the chair.
Oh, look at you! You can't even stay on your chair right. maybe we should take you home.
Yes, I think we should definitely take Ren home.
Shut up, Jason. You're staying here with me.
Oh, but I think Ren would greatly appreciate your company.
Oh,
on this-
Ren is not going home. Ren is staying out with us too. We should call the the taxi, but there's no way I'm letting someone as fun as her out of our sight.
I feel like it's like that point at 2 a.m. where it's either you go home or something bad's gonna happen.
We're going all night.
All right.
This is Ren trying to shake out of it and talk to others. We can't be doing this all night. We're running out of time. We need our wits about us. This is not just a game anymore.
What wits do you need? Surely we were just going to sort of travel to Baldur's Gate tomorrow.
Annabeth, no. This doesn't concern you right now. Just go and fetch a drink from the bar for us.
Ren, what do you mean by this?
No, Annabeth, it's fine. We have this covered. Thanks for your assistance. If you could fetch me a drink of water, because apparently I am well drunk, that would be much appreciated.
And where's me rope? Come on.
The sassy girl comes out when things get a bit serious, apparently. And
How's me rope
please.
going?
she heads up and she brings back. She's got a drink in one hand, a 10-foot piece of rope in the other.
Now this is time to get the party started. So,
Yeah, so
take
we gotta hang on. We gotta let's have this discussion before that she goes back.
Right.
This doesn't seem right, guys. We can't be sitting here getting drunk throughout the night. We need to make a move here. We can't be hungover all day tomorrow.
I don't know. I have a feeling that she keeps pushing really hard for us to go to Baldur's Gate. We're already in Waterdeep. Shit, I haven't even been drinking. I think there was something definitely in that song that she sang. I think, but it's gonna take us so long to get there.
We're not going to Baldur's Gate, Jason. This is not going to happen. We need to be here. You heard yourself, that song was commissioned months ago. It's a red herring. It's a distraction. It's just noise. Your father, the crazy madman he is trying to distract you from whatever you're trying to do.
Do we want to see if we can kind of get away now while she's distracted?
Well, what's Bear got up his sleeve with this rope? It seems like a strange thing to bring out.
I know,
of the bar.
everyone, I know we all kind of want to see.
how much do you guys trust me?
Well,
Does
how
the
you
Crown
feeling,
Prince
man?
need trust?
About as far as you can throw him.
Just
Oh,
on
so
get
very
ready.
far.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna make you have disadvantage with any saving throws you do tonight, Bear, before you have a rest.
That's fine. Just on get ready for a bit of fun.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm actually going to use a certain little trinket that I have on me, which is it's a lovely little thing. It's called a Charm of Restoration, and it's going to cure all of the hangover issues that Bear is currently having. He's going to feel amazing. It's the same charm that I used for the other week when I cast it on Ren to see if Ren would feel better.
And Bear, as you're sitting there, the effects of the poison seem to wear off, and suddenly your drowsiness seems to start to fade away as you look around and everything's clear again. You feel your muscles as you flex are responding just as you need them to, and the fog on your mind dissipates.
Oh, I send you a couple of skewies to get me good.
Yes, Bear. Yes, definitely the skewies. You should have definitely more of them in the future.
Don't worry, Zim. That's already gonna happen, mate.
Like, you're gonna get more disadvantage just from being drunk as, so it'll be like one way or the other. She waves over to you guys with the rope in the hand.
I'm gonna wait for her to come back before I do anything else with my rope.
And she slowly starts to make her way back.
Zim, just on once we see how this is going to pan out and what Bear's got in store with this rope, do we agree we abandon Annabeth and carry on?
Yes, I think yeah. We have to find Brett Breckendarth.
Zim. She said some pretty interesting things about you, so I'd be understanding if you wanted to hang around and see what she had in store.
You say Zim? You're in the bathroom for. I don't want to make assumptions, but you guys were in the bathroom for a very long time. Just saying.
The conversation was disappointing, to say the least.
Oh.
I cannot for her womanly touch. My heart lies with the arcane.
The only touch I need is that of my brothers.
That pedo stash really coming through there, DM.
You're the one that's like, I go home tonight to see the sleeping face of my brother.
Yeah.
Which I'm haunted by, as you'd know from the backstory of Zim.
Oh, I know, but from her perspective,
it was the way you said it, man. It was so bad.
I love it that Robin's on that right amount of alcohol and he's just crushing everybody.
Sass master.
Okay, so we agree. Once we see what Bears is in store with this rook, we're out. We carry on.
Cheers.
We give Barry's opportunity and we're out of here.
Cheers to that. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So she comes back and she says, and here's your rope, the prince.
Thank you, sweetheart. I hear you're in for a bit of a party, hey?
I mean, I hope you'll tie me up tonight, both literally and figuratively.
Glad you're excited for the bit of it. Do you want to get started with got a bit of a present for Jason that I need your help with?
Oh, I am more than happy to give some presents to Jason.
Take a seat for me, will you, sweetheart?
No, don't mind if I do.
So when she sits down, I'm going to rip off a bit of her skirt that just is enough to make like a bandana to go around her eyes.
She does not even blink.
Yeah, so I've wrapped it around her eyes. So, and then
Says
just as I finish that, I'm going to grab the rope and I'm going to tie her after the chair.
Oh, well, a little bit of mystery never goes astray.
So I'm going to tie her nice to the chair. I'm going to whisper in her ear, I've been shanked by one of you crazy assholes tonight already. I'm not dealing with another fucking one of you. Alright, go! And I just piss bolt out the pub.
I reach over and I grab the coin purse and I bolt.
Well played. Runs out after just narrowly missing, just on reaching for the coin purse and get one.
Oh, beautiful. So I think as you guys have the coin purse in hand, rushing out the door, we'll call it there for tonight's session.
Oh, going. I know. Ah, that's fun. Thank you, Robin, for that. That was great.
It's a little bit of fun for us.
Yeah. How much is in the coin purse, by the way?
I'm gonna weather a guess at something like 500 gold pieces.
Woo! So I can buy one diamond and.
That's definitely enough to get a hat of kick-ass fireballs for Zim.
Never-ending fireball.
Classic.
Like recoup what was spent from the party funds last session.
Yeah, probably. It's probably just made a dent in it from that perspective. Yeah, so we're going to quickly spend a little bit of time having a bit of an after show. So we can just have a chat about everything that you guys are thinking, everything that you guys sort of see is happening, and just get a bit of a debrief out of character. So, what's going on in the streets of Waterdeep right now? Anybody got a jumping off point?
Hang on, before we kick off, are we taking a 2-minute bio break, or are we pivoting
do we
straight
need
in?
bio break?
Just
Sure,
so
we'll do a quick
2-minute bio.
2-minute bio.